In this video, you'll learn 7 killer tips that will help you write the perfect YouTube titles, tags, and descriptions to rank higher in YouTube search results and get more views. If you want to get more views, you need to be able to write eye-catching titles and descriptions that rank well on YouTube, draw your viewers in, and make them click that all-important play button. So stay tuned to find out how. Hi, I'm John here at Spiel Creative. Before we get started, make sure you click the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get notified every time we upload a new video to help you with your video marketing. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in with our first tip. Tip 1, select the right keywords. Before you write any heading, description or tag, it's important that you first choose the right keywords to target for your video. When choosing your keywords, you will want to make sure that they're popular enough to generate a good number of views, whilst also being easy enough to target so that you have a realistic chance of actually ranking for them. To help you find the right keywords, I would highly recommend that you use a tool such as TubeBuddy or vidIQ. In the case of TubeBuddy, just go to their Keyword Explorer and type in a potential keyword, and it will give you a score based on its search volume and the level of competition you will face to rank for it. In addition, it will give you related search terms, which you can then also evaluate and use in your description and tags. Based on factors such as what keyword best describes your video, keyword search volume, and competition, you decide on a primary keyword to target for your video, which should then appear in the title, description, and tag sections of your video. In addition to your primary keyword, you should also then include the other related long tail keywords in your video's description and tags. This will maximize the chances of you ranking for multiple long tail keywords alongside your primary keyword. So that's your keywords. On to tip 2, hook your audience. If you want your video to be a booming success and rank well in YouTube search results, alongside selecting the right keywords to add to your title and descriptions, it is absolutely essential that your video achieves a high click-through rate. Now, click-through rate is basically a measure of the percentage of people that actually click to watch your video after seeing your thumbnail, title, and opening description in YouTube's search results. The higher the number of people that click to watch your video, the higher your click-through rate, also known as CTR. So CTR is a core metric YouTube uses to rank videos in its search results. For example, let's say the search term best places to visit in the world, that the first video at the top of the search results was currently achieving a CTR of 15%, but the fourth result was achieving a CTR of 30%. This would be a clear indicator to YouTube that the video ranking fourth is what users are actually more interested in watching for this search phrase compared to the first video. If this trend continues, to serve its users with the most relevant content, YouTube is likely to move the video ranking at the position 4th up the rankings and the video ranking at position 1 down the rankings in according to the click-through rates they are achieving. So the next question is, how do you achieve a good CTR? Well, there are actually 2 factors. Firstly, the thumbnail of your video needs to be engaging, and secondly, the title and opening description line of your video needs to hook your audience so that they feel compelled to watch your video. So when composing the title and description for your video, really think of how you can generate emotions such as curiosity, intrigue, and excitement in your viewer so they can't resist watching your video. Tip 3, use power words. One great way to increase your video's CTR is to use power words, which are basically words that are proven to grab a viewer's attention and reel them in. Unless this is your first time on the internet, if so, welcome, you've definitely seen power words such as free, top, best, fast, instant, exclusive, revealed. Some may seem a bit over the top, but they do work rather well, so don't be afraid to use them. In the description below, I have included some of my favorite power words, so make sure you check this out after watching the video. And it's not just power words that perform well on YouTube. For example, how-to videos are known to get higher click-throughs. Similarly, asking a question in your title, such as, "How is vegan cheese made?" is another effective way to get more views and boost engagement. Tip 4, use brackets. This may seem a bit surprising, but using brackets in your titles can boost their click-through rates by up to 38%, according to HubSpot's research. So for example, instead of titling your video Top 10 Vegan Cheese Recipes, try adding a bracket with the year at the end to make it Top 10 Vegan Cheese Recipes for 2020. Adding the year lets your audience know that your video content is up to date and has the latest information. However, it does age your video, so be sure to edit your title once you enter into a new year. It doesn't just have to be the year though. You can also try out other parentheses such as Top 10 Vegan Cheese Recipes, easy to make. So with that out of the way, on to tip 5, use numbers. I'll be the first to admit it, I'm a sucker for listicles. In fact, most people are, and that's because adding numbers to titles helps give audiences a clear expectation of what they're going to get and communicates a value on your content. Titles with numbers in them are also known to have higher click-through rates, with odd numbers getting around 20% higher conversions than even numbers. Making numbered lists can also be helpful on the production side of things as well, since a list makes it super easy to structure your scripts. So instead of a title such as My Favorite Vegan Cheeses, try something like My Top 10 Vegan Cheese Recipes Revealed. So try it out and see if it works for you. On to tip 6, front load your title. When you title your videos, your natural inclination is probably to write something that simply flows well and sounds nice. However, as it turns out, YouTube actually puts more weight on the first words near the start of your title than the words near its end. So try and add your target keywords earlier on in your title to give them more weighting. Now, how can you do this? Well, if you're doing a video targeting the keyword vegan cheese, rather than going for a title such as Mind-blowing vegan cheese recipes, try flipping it around a little to make it vegan cheese recipes that will blow your mind. You get the idea. Tip 7, be descriptive in your description. Remember, success with YouTube's SEO is all about helping its algorithms to understand what your video is about. So make sure to clearly describe it in your description. To that end, longer and more detailed descriptions can help YouTube's algorithms get a better handle on what type of content you're serving up. Of course, you don't need to write a PhD dissertation in your description, but it's always a good idea to add more than a few brief sentences. So what should you include in your description? Well, try to sum up your main points without giving too much away. You still want your viewers to watch the video after all. You'll also want to include more of the long tail keywords that you're aiming to rank for, but don't overdo it, as you want to make sure that your description reads naturally and doesn't appear stuffed with keywords. As a rule of thumb, try to add at least 200 words in your description and make sure the first sentence of your description is as catchy as possible, as this will appear in YouTube's search results and so affect the click-through rate of your video. Okay, there you have it, 7 great tips to help you create great titles and descriptions for your videos. However, before I finish, I want to leave you with one final bonus tip which can really help boost your results and help separate you from the competition. Bonus tip, test and double down. Good marketing is all about testing and going where the data tells you. Don't follow anything in this video as if it were gospel. Try different titles and descriptions and keep checking your analytics to see how they're working out. So how does testing work? Start by going onto YouTube Studio by visiting studio.youtube.com. Click on Analytics, See More, and then look for Impressions Click-Through Rates. A simple thing you can do to improve your titles and descriptions over time is to monitor the click-through rates of your videos and see which types of titles and descriptions tend to generate the best results. Is it lists, intriguing questions, reviews, or use of specific power words? Once you start spotting patterns based on your data, start to double down and use more of what is working. This simple technique won't just help you get better results from your titles and descriptions, but will also provide you with valuable insights on what type of content your audience want you to create more of. And that's it, folks. With these tips, you'll be well on your way to writing great YouTube titles, tags, and descriptions. We hope you found this video to be helpful. If so, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you need any further help with your video marketing, you can visit us at www.spillcreative.com. Goodbye for now.